Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell them.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in really scuffling. Losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Come on, fellas.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 6 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Benedict. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. Throwing now is Mahomes.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Complete to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's the fullback, Zach Line. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 43.
On 2nd down now, Benedict. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Pick six, baby. Let's get this all day.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The extra point up and good.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, Dobbins, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Hey, 57. Watch the shit. Hey, 43. Watch the shit. Check 24. 49. Hey, 57, Collins.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
From the 31, Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we are at an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just giving him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On first down, Benedict. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. What we got?
They'll keep it on the ground. Benedict. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This incomplete to Troy Fumagalli. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're doing a 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. They complete it to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Right back to him on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Rodgers again now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Now a desperation, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Attack, attack! Attack, attack! Switch it, come on, switch it. Check three. Yellow.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different